Welcome to this look at some mega new mods on Farming Simulator 22 with me, Mr. Sealy P. Ladies and gentlemen, it is Friday, it is the 23rd of February. We've got some new mods and we've got some updates. I'm going to start with the updates, and this in front of me is one of them. Chris S, Riley S have been at it again, but let's go through the rest of them. The Old Farm Countryside map by ER Shabba has had an update. It doesn't say if it needs a new save game or not. The Colossus Harvesters pack by Chris S and Riley S in front of me has had an update. The Honeybee Airflex series by Custom Modding, the John Deere C850 Air Cart and P576 Air Hoe Drill by Custom Modding. The Amazon D9 by Vertex Design, the Cotter Gallant PT20000 by LS Agro Ole, the Brush Cutter by ADAB Modding Mantrid ABP team, the hitch support by ScandinavianVikingsModRebuildsTeam, and the multi-fruit buying station by 82 Studio. That's had an update, so you can purchase the premium expansion carrots, parsnips, red beet from that as well. I'm going to crack straight on with this. So Chris S. Riley as part of the Colossus Harvesters pack. If you haven't used it yet, it's bonkers, it's nuts, but it's brilliant. It depends whether depends how you feel about it. I'm going to show you anyway. So the update has added in grape and olive harvesting equipment on another level. We've got a harvester, we've got a pruner, we've got a mulcher, we've got a cultivator / subsoiler, and we've got a new trailer. Now, as if the trailers that are knocking about aren't mad enough. The trailer that comes with this, the unreal capacity, the Titan trailer, 5 million litres. I've got 5 million litres of grapes in there. Plus, it's got a rear trailer hitch. So if you want to double these up or triple them up, you don't need silos anymore. Just leave your stuff in trailers. It's all good. Honestly. So if we go into our vehicles, go to grape technology, we've got our Colossus 2000 grape, Colossus 2000 grape fast harvest. That one will have all the expansions up to and including the unreal capacity, which is 100,000 litres, which is your unreal capacity for both of these. Difference is the standard one will harvest at 10 miles an hour as opposed to 4 miles an hour for the base game model. The fast one will go at 25 miles an hour. So if you want to get your grapes and your olives done a lot quicker, you can. I'm not going to go through all of the options and stuff on here, but needless to say, we've got configuration options for standard, unrealistic, ultra unrealistic. So we've got our 3,350, 20,000, 100,000 litre. You've then got different engine horsepowers that go up to 2,500 horsepower, which on the road is 150 miles per hour. So you've got 20, 40 or 150 miles an hour. Then we've got some tyre choice options, a load of beacon options, the same as you get with most of the stuff in this pack. We've got a tank cover option, so we can change the colours of various different things. Strobe lights, main colour, all that kind of thing. But it's more the speed and the capacities that are a bit bonkers. And same goes for the olive technology. We've got the standard, the unrealistic or the unrealistic fast. Again, 10 miles an hour or 25 miles an hour. That's when it's harvesting. If you go for the other engines, you can go up to, like as I said, 150 miles per hour if you want to, and I'll show you that momentarily. If we go to the equipment, we go to grape technology, we have got our pruners. So again, standard one, 8 miles an hour. That one, Unreal, will run at 25 miles an hour for your pruning. Again, if you want to get it done, if you've got big vineyards and you want to get it all sorted out. If we go to our mulchers, just there again, standard, that'll run at 11 miles an hour, that'll run at 25 miles an hour for your mulchers. And subsoilers, we have got, again, 11 miles an hour, 25 miles an hour for your mulching. Oh, the other thing about these two is if we go into these options, we've got working width. So you've got standard, you've got 1 row, unrealistic 4 meters, 3 row, 10 meters, or 5 row, 16 meters. So this, this can subsoil to 16 meters wide, as can the mulcher. The mulcher can go out there. I'll show you that in just a minute as well. And then what did I say the other thing was? Oh yeah, the trailer. So we go to our trailers right there. It's only 20 grand as well. So bulk crop standard, 20,000 litres. I mean, to be fair, 20 grand for that, that's amazing. Unrealistic, 22,500. That's for a 500,000 litre. And then if we go for bulk crops unrealistic 2, That only has 5 grand on to the base price. So 25,000 for a 5 million litre. And that will do everything, not just grapes, that will do everything. And we've got, again, rear lights, triangle, cover colour, all that kind of stuff. All that good stuff on those. So what I'll do is jump in this first of all, and I'll show you what a grape harvester at 150 miles an hour looks like. So if you want to get to and from your fields a little bit more sharpish, you absolutely can. This one's got unrealistic capacity of 100,000 litres as well. So what we'll do is unfold the harvester. This will harvest at 25 miles an hour. I've gone for, you know, as I do, crazy beacons and stuff like that. Let's turn it on. So, now the only downside, of course, you've got to bear in mind is harvesters, especially grape harvesters and stuff, they can get a little bit caught up every now and again, but it doesn't seem to have much trouble. So if you want to get your harvest done, oh dearie me, I love them to bits, I really do. Now for the, you know, the ultra realistic game players, I know you're not going to like it, but anyway, so that's the harvester. Turn that off. I've got a pruner, but I'm not going to necessarily show the pruning now. But what I've got on here is the subsoiler cultivator. I've got the 16 metre. So what you do is you unfold, if you've gone for the markers, you can have these on. I didn't show that, did I? Sorry. If I go and show you on the mulchers as well. Let's scroll up to here. So on here, we've got working width, standard, again, 1 row, 3 row, 5 row, 16 metre. You've then got here your crop guides. You've got none. You can have red or green. So if you want to see how far out it will go, I went for the red ones so you can see those. So if I fold the cultivator, it puts those away, unfold the cultivator. So let's drop it down. What should happen now is, am I cultivating? It's supposed to be. Turn that off. It's making the cultivating sound, which is curious. The subsoiling. Let's have a quick check of our soil here. Go across to soil composition. Oh, there we go. Look, it has subsoiled. It's done that whole thing. You can see there red, and it has done it. So if I go to the back of that, raise that up. Drop that down. Getting flustered. Right. So let's have a look back on there. There we go. And as you can see, it's missing just off the edges, so it depends which way you want to go about it, but it will speed up your process somewhat. So I've got the mulcher as well, so that's the subsoiler. Let's move this out of the way. Actually, what I'll do, I'll mulch down the other one. So that's your harvester, your trailer, your subsoiler, and then the mulcher. Oh, budge, I'm having a nightmare with these turning today. Turn it on, drop it down. Am I mulched already then? I'm not sure, that's weird that it's not actually... Because all that grass should be being mulched now. It's not on the front, is it, the mulcher? I'm going to switch around just in case. I don't think it's a front mounted. Just so you realise, I've got a lot of other... Yeah, that's weird. There you go, look. It's mulching there. I mean, even if you just use it for a field mulcher. It's... Oh dear. It's definitely working. There you go, you can see. Let's drop it back down again. At 25 miles an hour. Anyway, that's the Colossus Harvesters Pack by Chris S. Riley S. That's the update. Now I'm actually going to get onto the mods. So the mods themselves then. We start with this, the Finnish Farmhouse. This is by Jamo, 19.8 megabytes download, 44 slots on console, 50,000 to buy. We have a colour option on this as well. We can enter the building. To our left, sleep trigger, just in here. To our right, wardrobe trigger, just in here. We've got a living area. We've got a kitchen diner just here. I think the lights must be automatic. I haven't found a light switch anywhere. You know me and light switches. Under build mode, under farmhouses, is where you'll find it. That one just there. When you go to place it, as you can see, it starts in red. And then we can scroll through the various different colour options to choose from when you purchase it. Slot count will come down from 44 to 2. That's the Finnish Farmhouse by Jamo. Next we've got the Small House. This is by Matiss. Just here. You can't go into this building. Sleep triggers it just at the front here. I don't think there's a wardrobe trigger with this one actually. I better check around the back. Nope. No wardrobe trigger with this one. This is 11.96 megabytes download, 18 slots on console and 55,000 to buy. If we go into same location, farmhouses, and we are just there. Slot count will come down to 1. There's no colour options or anything like that on this one. You get it just like that. That's the Small House by Matiss. Next to that, we've got this. This is the Small Polish Shed by WiejskiPieselYT. 1.19 megabyte download, 3 slots, and 2,500 to buy. And the build mode and sheds is where you'll find this one. Just there, slot count comes down to 1. Again, no colour options or anything like that. You get it just like that. There's no lighting or anything on this one. Just a little shed. So there's a slight slant backwards on it for storing whatever you want to store underneath it. That's the Small Polish Shed by WiejskiPieselYT. Next to that, we've got this, very nicely made and detailed. The Old Open Barn by Matiss. 9.06 megabytes download, 28 slots on console, 35,000 to buy. Build mode and sheds as well. Right next to it, just there, slot count will come down from 28 to 2. But this, like I say, the weathering, detailing and stuff on this as well. Partition in the middle. This partition is not removable or anything like that. That stays here. But really nice this. That's the Old Open Barn by Matiss. Next to that, we've got 2 in this kind of pack. It's a very small pack. This is the Garage 40 by 19 by Piesel, 8.34 megabytes download. These are 8 slots each. We've got the 40 by 19 and the 30 by 19 just there. We have colour options on these as well. Under build mode and sheds just here. So 65 grand and 52 grand. 65 grand for the 40 by 19 and 52 grand for the 30 by 19. When we go to place either one, we can scroll through the various different colour options on our D-pad until you find the one you want and then place. So this one has got triple doors here across the front with a bit of a gap to that one. Let's open that back up because the light switch is in the corner just here, so we can switch our lights on and off. Big open building, plenty of space with the doors on the front. That's the 40 by 19. The 30 by 19's got 2 doors on the side and 1 round on the end. Again, it depends which way around you place that. That could be the front, this could be the sides. It depends how you want to do it. On that one, I didn't show you the outside, but when you've got the lights on the outside, lights do come on as well. So on this one, the lighting is right up in this corner here. He says, there we go. And the door on the end as well. Is the door open that end? There we go. With lights on the outside as well when you turn them all on. Garage 40 by 19 by Piesel. Now this next one is, to say, I suppose it is a bit of a one-trick pony. This is the Rice Bales Selling Point by SPK. This is 4.3 megabytes download, 10 slots and 1,000 to purchase. Now this is designed to be used on the Italian rice map or an equivalent map that has got rice as a product, and when it leaves the rice swath behind, you can bale that rice swath up there, and they look like, because it's rice, they look like Rice Krispie squares up in the thing there. But it's a sell point for those. Now obviously I'm on Western Wilds, we haven't got rice on here, so there's nothing to sell in it. So if you're playing on Italian rice or you're playing on a map that has rice, you might want this sell point. It doesn't stop it from being nicely made and nicely detailed, like a lot of the mods are. covered bales around the back, and some tarps and the sell point around the front. I don't think we can go into the building or anything like that. No. Under build mode, under production and selling points is where you'll find it. Just there. Slot count on that was, what did I say, it was 10. Comes down to 1 on that one. There you go. That's the rice bales selling point by SPK. Next. We've got this. This is the Güttler Super Max 30 by Labele TWD modding, 9.26 megabytes download, 7 slots and 3 meters wide. We have got a 3-meter cultivator on a Friday. It's going to be a good weekend, people. It's going to be a good weekend. So this you'll find, as I said, under cultivators. Just there, 7,800. 140 horsepower required, as I said, 3 meters wide. Very cool. Slot count comes down to 1. We've got bolt hole locations. This is for your 3-point linkages. So you've got bolt hole at the top says 2, 3, or so you've got 1, 2, and 3, basically. Why it was on 2 to start with, I don't know. We've got bolt hole 2, and then 3, and then 1. That's on the bottom links. So 1, 2, 3. So you can change the bolt holes, but slightly changes the position of it depending on what tracks you've got on. You may want to adjust those. Then you've got the chisel blades, like that. We've got wing back, and we got the. Hang on, is that standard? Was that on the chisel before? Oh, it's the. I'm thinking, hang on a minute, that's got the same thing. That's the shadow. I'm looking at an angle, and the shadow looks like it's got the little duck feet on it. But it's not. That's the chisel. If you come that way, individual. And then you've got what's referred to here, the wing backs or the duck feet. Those are your options. So, this should bring up small stones on an area that allows you to bring up stones. I don't think it's a shallow cultivator. There you go, small stones coming up. If we go on a bit that has been shallow cultivated already, you'll see, let's say, it's not a shallow cultivator. But 3 meters wide. We've put lighting on there and indicators on the back as well. There you go. That's the Güttler Super Max 30 by Labele TWD modding. Next, we've got this. This is the Joskin Betimax R6000S by Valek. This is 3.81 megabytes download, 5 slots. This will hold 7 cows, 10 pigs, or 10 sheep. You will find it under tools, under animal transport, right there on the end. 15 grand. Slot count comes down to 1. We've got the option of Trelleborg, BKT, Michelin, back again. No tie choices within those. We've got main colour of green or silver, galvanised like that, and then the license plate option on there as well. I have got some pigs in this already. We have got the option to open the cover, like so, and then we can unfold the livestock trailer, like that. So if you want that bit of immersion when you come to load or unload your animals, you can. It is very nicely made and detailed, as you can see. The side door at the front doesn't open as far as I can tell. I haven't found an option for it. If I fold the livestock trailer, I'm just looking at it. Not that I can tell. And then take it to your animal pasture, wherever it may be. There we go. Open the cover, open the back, open dialog box, and we are good to unload. Transport vehicle is no longer available. What? Oh, there you go. Just moved ever so slightly. That's quite tetchy over the trigger. Right. Move to husbandry. Job done. There we go. I know a lot of people have been saying, a lot of people, I've had a few people comment when I did a video about things we'd like to see on FS25, we're assuming. Some people have said they want to see animations of animals loading and unloading in vehicles. I think that would be pretty cool as well, actually, along with animal herding. Like people have said they want to see that. It'd be quite difficult to code, I would imagine, but it would be pretty cool. That's the Joskin Betimax R6000S by Valek. Next, where is it? There we go, just over here. We've got the Fliegl ASW 261 by Smety. We've got a few different options on this. So I've got 3 different versions of this trailer out. They do look very cool. This is 8.53 megabytes download. They are 8 slots each. Well, it's 8 slots for the first one, should I say, because it's the same trailer with different designs. If you go for the muck spreader, it's got a 12-meter spread width. Tyre options, this I'm not going to go through all of them, but in the ones that do have options, you've got standard and wides on all the different tyre choices. So this one has got extensions, and I got the extensions to see whether it still take all crop types, because sometimes they become silage trailers. I'm glad to report, even with the extensions at 22,500 litres, I think it was. Yep, that will still take everything. I've got carrots in that one. I love the design on the side of that. We've then got the Taurus version. Now I've gone for the cover, the rolling cover on that one. It's got like a mesh cover, and it's got a really nice animation, so I'll show you that one. And then we've got the muck spreader there as well. These are both, I think that was 18,000 as well I went for? Yeah, 18,000 litres. So, under trailers, right there, the ASW261 slot count will come down to 1. 30,000 for the base model. So we've got capacity 18,000, 19,000, 22,500. And like I said, that will still take everything. Then you've got your manure spreader option, which is 18,000 litres. That's a standard, that's a given. So we've got Trelleborg, we've got Michelin, Vredestein, Lizard, back to Trelleborg. Lizard, there's no option, but the other ones, as I said, you've got a standard and a wide in each of those. You've then got side protector 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then back again, and we've got fender. Now this starts in the back, I think. We've got 1, 2, 3, which puts it front and rear. Just changes the design of it, a more solid sort of plastic one. Back to 1 again. We've got a low attach or a high attach. So again, it depends on what tractor you're using to get the angle sort of just right if you want. Design standard. We've got the Panther. Oh, that's because I'm on manure spreader. That's something to bear in mind. If you've got the manure spreader option, when you go to design options, nothing changes. So if we go back to there we go. So we've got Panther, we've got Taurus, we've got Alitech, and back to standard again. So I think I went for that one and that one as my options. If we go for our main colour, anything on this palette, and there are a few to choose from. Design colour does all those bits. They've just changed to blue. Cover colour, if you've gone for the cover, so again what I'll do, I think the cover's only available if you go for the 18,000 litre capacity, then we've got a cover option. There we go, yes or no. So you've got your speed cover, top lift which opens side to side, or a curtain. I went for that one. I think if we go down to cover colour and change that, you can see the mesh there has sort of changed colour a little bit. If I go back up, we go to, there we go. You see the blue there? I'll change it to a different colour so you can see it a little better. There we go. So cover colour option and a license plate. Those are our choices. Now, we do have the option for tip side back, tip side grain door. We do have the option for this front section. So if you're doing silage work, we can raise and lower. Sorry, we can adjust the trailer height a little bit on that. We do sort of have the option if you're doing manure work, forage harvesters, you can raise and lower that front section, which is supposed to allow the harvester to blow into the trailer a bit easier. Nice smooth unloads on these. So, let's do that. Stop overloading it. Now go to tip side back. So that was grain door. That's normal. Is a push to some degree. I'm going to show this one because the cover, and then we'll show the muck spreader in operation. So I'm not going to show you this one unloading. It unloads the same way, but the cover I thought was a really nice animation. Again, it's not brand new. That's not it's not a new thing, but it's still a cool animation, and it works really well. And then we'll switch over to our muck spreader. I'll whiz over to the field. We do have the option for double application rate or single application rate. We do need to unfold the tipper to allow it to actually do the spreading, like that. As I said, 12 metre spread width, that's set. And then if I do double application, it will put 2 fertilising states down, but it does slow us down to almost half the speed it was previously spreading. There we go. Fliegl ASW 261 by Smety. Let's fold the tipper back up. Lovely. Next, we've got these. This is the Lizard MetaX mooring. This is by Limpen and Bakkken. 4.97 megabytes download, 5 slots for the first one. These are bale trailers. These are not auto load. They do have tension straps though. We have a few different options. We've got an option like this where the sides come down. We've got options where it's open with the krills either end, an option with a krill one end, and I think we've got an option with no krills at all. So basically a flatbed with tension straps. Does have rear trailer hitch. So as you can see here, you can hook multiple together, which is pretty handy. You'll find these under bale loaders. They may be in other locations. When I say that on a mod review, that's where I found them. Sometimes different mods will appear in multiple categories depending on what they are. But there you go, just there. 26,500. Slot count will come down to 1. We've got the option of Vredestein, BKT, Michelin, Trelleborg, back to Vredestein. And I think these are standard and wides. On a standard 2, wide 2. BKT, just that. Michelin. Hang on, sorry. Michelin. Trelleborg, Vredestein, there we go. Triangle, yes or no. And then we've got attach on the back, yes or no. So it doesn't come standard if you want to put multiple together, or put other trailers. It doesn't have to be another bale trailer. Then we've got modes. So you've got all, which puts all of that on. These open and close. We've got the krills front and rear, just the front, or none at all. So just like that, or back to full. Now what I will do, start this up, because unfolding of this, actually what I will do, let's disconnect the rear trailer. There we go. And pull forward, there we go, so we can see a little bit better. So, L1 and right stick up and down, or up to do that, down to do that. So it just kind of holds them in place. You have got straps in there as well, so you don't technically need them. But for round bales and stuff like that, I like that, that's very cool. And then R1 and right stick up and down, again, up, does that, on my stick, down, does that. That's the Lizard MetaX mooring by Limpen Bakkken. Next, we've got this. Now this thing is colossal. This is the Lizard Field Floater 7 grain cart by Custom Modding. 47.37 megabytes download, 21 slots. I'm assuming it's supposed to be this size, and the scale's not off. And when it says floater, it doesn't quite float across the ground the way you think it will. I think it's because the wheels, you've got these sort of flotation types. This thing is massive. When you consider almost the unreal capacity of the Titan trailers, a part of the Colossus pack, any trailer that's got the XML files changed to take more than it should do, obviously. Realistically, I think this takes just over 100,000 litres, which is that's pretty big for a grain cart. But it is huge. I tried to pull it out with one of the normal tractors and the front wheels just came off the ground. I couldn't, even with the weight on the front, it just didn't want to know. So I grabbed this beast, and this is struggling to pull it. And when I tried to stop, the weight of the grain cart, it didn't want to know. So just bear that in mind. This thing is an absolute weapon. So we'll have a look at it first though. Under auger wagons, did I say what it was? I said what it was, yeah, 47.3. Yeah, I did, didn't I? Under auger wagons then. So this will take your regular auger wagon type stuff. 197,758 for the base model. 570 horsepower required to operate it. So this needs a big bit of kit, quite clearly, to run it. So do your usual grain types for an auger wagon chaser bin, including seed and fertilizer. We have got on this, we've got Michelin. Now these, I'm going to go around to the back a little bit, I think, so we can see these tyre options because they are pretty mad. So we've got Michelin, Lizard, and we've got Custom. So under Michelin we've got those, Lizard we've got those, and then under Custom we've got the Super Cut, Super Turtle, we've got Diamond, we've got Non-Skid, and then we're back to the Super Cut again. And in here, I'm looking, thinking, no, it's fair enough. It's just a biggish trailer. So then when I got it outside, I thought, that is mad. Scale, yes or no? Now, I'll be honest, I'm assuming the scale is round behind the pipe because I've been clicking yes and no, and I can't see. Am I missing something obvious? Oh, yeah, there it is. Just under there. It's because I had it there. Yep, there you go. There's the scale. You've got shovel, yes or no, puts a shovel on there. You've got fire extinguisher, so you've got this whole fire suppression system, and you've got a hose reel on there. So you've got that on or off. You've got chain cover, so on the front there you can have a cover over the chain section. The front, I've left that off. Then you've got tarp, yes or no. Main colour, anything on that pallet. Does the bottom section, and that's it. You can't change the top section, you can't change the tarp colour, but I'm gonna look at it. That's not a small tractor. It is, because again, I kind of went into the shop, got into the tractor, and then when I came up with the camera, realised just how wide it is. Cover open. It's nicely made. It's a fantastic implement. Pipe out. Now we do have the option on this as well for some adjustment, just here. So L1, right stick side to side, we can swivel like that. Up and down, we can raise and lower that section. You can see that in the light. Yeah, you probably can, can't you? Bring that up, swivel that side to side. Let's put the pipe in. Now I'll try and I think we got steering axles. It looks absolutely brilliant. It is huge. Yeah, 100,431 litres. But you'll see it once it gets up to speed. It really doesn't like to turn. Look, the trailer is pushing the tractor to some degree. Wow. It's a day of mods today, isn't it? No, it's a day of mods, but you know what I mean? It's like, there's some pretty cool stuff today. There is a little bit of clipping, as you can see, with it full in the cover. Actually, I'm going to try and look and see if we can see the scale. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? Oh, so I'm going to stop. Stop! Stop! I am braking. I have been for the last half mile. Let's just top out and have a look at the scale. I'd like to say I don't want to do it a disservice. There we go. Look, there's the scale. Just there. So there you go. And I think, to be honest with you, for the size and capacity of a trailer, this is what they should be. I know we've got kind of, again, we got used to in the mods having trailers with unreal capacities, which look like a standard trailer but have massive capacities. And when you're driving them around with 500,000 litres in them, they don't act like they've got 500,000 litres in them. So this is more realistic to how it should be. You know, you scale up the capacity, it gets bigger. That's kind of the point, isn't it? It doesn't become a TARDIS trailer. But anyway, it's very cool. It's very big. I love the tyres on that. It's absolutely fantastic. The Lizard Field Floater 7 grain cart by Custom Modding. Next. We've got this. This is the Kart Pallet by Gian FS. 4.91 megabytes download and 5 slots on console. This strikes a chord with me, having built my entire man cave / studio out of pallets. I like this. I like this use of a pallet. It's very cool. So it's basically a pallet go-kart. They've taken the pallet and then bolted everything else onto it. Your axles and stuff. Even got a rear wing. Look at that. Just for those high-speed moments where you need to keep the back planted. This you'll find under vehicles, under cars. Right there. 1,600, 100 horsepower. Slot count comes down to 1 from 5. We've got the option of Lizard, Trelleborg, BKT, back again, just as the rear tyres, not the front tyres. We have got design no, yes, that's for the rear wing if you want the wing on the back. Main colour, the bits on there that are blue at the moment, they're on the mid, I think the middle of the steering wheel and the engine cover. We can change the colour of that. Yeah, it does the bit on the steering wheel as well. So all those bits change, and then we've got rim colour choice, anything on this palette as well for our rims. Those are our choices. Let's hop on. There's no horn, there's no lights. The great thing is with a pallet, being wood, you can add whatever you like. If you wanted to put lights on, stick some lights on, little light bar, whatever you want to do. Just gaffer tape a torch on the front, whatever you want to do. But it's pretty cool. It goes up to 62 mile an hour. That is, oh, just went through my crops. That is a bit scary, actually. First person looks like this. It is that thing, isn't it? You know, a dad in his garage with his kids grabs a pallet. Come on, let's build a go-kart. And it's like, watch this. You know the dad's going to hospital. But it makes for a cool story. It's pretty cool. I do like that. Yeah, no horn, anything like that. There you go. That's the Kart Pallet by Gian FS. Next. Oh, it's all over there now. Doesn't matter. I've done it again. I should drive over to where I'm going to next. I always kind of stop and think, right, let's get out. We have got the Claas Torion 1914 Wheelloader. This by ScandinavianVikingsModRebuildsTeam. Now, we've had a few of these in the mod hub. This got a few different selection choice options for colour and stuff, which actually I quite like. There's some nice choices on this one. As you can see, I like that look. Also, decals. There's some decals on this, so you can have like the decals from the dealership you bought it from, which I think is quite cool. Anyway, that being said, this is 10.63 megabytes download, 18 slots on console. The tyres that have tyre options on this one have a standard and a wide option on all of them, but I'll sort of show you what the tyre companies are, but I won't go through all the various different options. Just to say, there's a standard and a wide. So this is, like I say, just a slight upgrade to the standard, the Torion 1914 there. The price is the same. Slot count on that is 12. The slot count on the one we're looking at is 18. Price is the same. 248,500. Slot count will come down to 1. So we have got Trelleborg, we've got Michelin, Continental, Matiss, BKT, Vredestein, Nokian, and back. So you've got without decals and you've got with decals. So on the side of the door, you've got Clever Motors, Armand Motors, Kraft Land Maschinen AG AG. So depending where you've purchased from, you can have the sticker, or you don't have to have it on there at all if you don't want to. Without tinted windows, with 3 tinted windows, so around the sides and back, but not the front. We've then got without real GPS and with real GPS. No, not purchase. There we go. With real GPS. Press the wrong button. When it says real GPS, that's the monitor. On console, we don't have GPS. Just putting that out there. You then got choose beacon, and we run through a few different beacon options. On the top there, we got version 2, I think, through to version, was it 5? No, more than that. No, 11, isn't it? 10, 11. Yeah, there we go, back in. And then we have got without SMV sign. That was on the back here. There we go. So that's the speed limit for the sign. You got without or with extinguisher on the side there. So you can have that on or off. We've then got adjustable hitch. This is a really cool feature. So you've got with ball hitch or with pin hitch, which obviously you can then change, and you can adjust that up and down. So a lot of times wheel loaders won't attach to certain trailer types because the rear bumper sits way too high. So with that on there, you don't need any other type of hitch or anything to attach onto it. It will do it from that, which I think is a really cool feature. Then we've got the color choice on here. Let's change that to something that stands out. There we go. So that's your body section for that. Frame color, let's do that, switches all of that to that color. You've then got cabin color, so let's go for, say, orange maybe. Oh, that didn't really stand out more, did it? Let's go for blue. No, just there we go. That changes all those sections. You've then got grids color. So we change the grids to white. There you go. So you can see any of the metal grids on the steps and stuff changes those. You then got rim color. We have got some metallics and things like that. We can scroll down here, chromes and things like that. Out to the end there, white metallics and things. And we've got a license plate option on there as well. But that's just the colour choice I went for. I was going to go all gunmetal, but obviously it makes it harder to see. But it's very cool. So lights. Scroll through our lighting options. Plenty of lighting. Depending on what beacon you've gone for. There's no... let me say that. There's no doors or windows, is there? No, there wasn't any doors or windows. So you've got your normal wheel loader options. Up and down, that kind of stuff. Then change control group. If I press triangle, it then puts to an adjustable hitch on the back. So depending on what you're towing with, we can go to that and we go side to side and we can raise and lower that rear hitch to get the adjustment you want or need. Like I say, I like that as a feature. Interior, there's our GPS. It puts the monitor in there, but nothing's come on for it. But in all honesty, I think I would probably take it off. I just think it obscures the view a little bit. That's no disrespect to the mod. It's just, you know, if it was a real vehicle, I wouldn't want it there. That's all. Anyway, it's very cool. I think of all the modded versions of the Torions and stuff, I do like this one. Well, I'm not saying I don't like the other ones, but that rear hitch has really sort of ticked a box for me. I like that. Turn the beacon off. There we go. That's the Claas Torion 1914 Wheelloader by Scandinavian Vikings Mods Rebuilds Team. Last of the mods for today, Friday the 23rd. I don't know if we get mods over the weekend. We don't always. Sometimes we do. I will say this is it for the week, so potentially this is it for the week. We've got the Steyr Profi 4145 2016 to 2020 by WOLFex Modding, 24.87 megabytes download, 25 slots on console. Again, this is a very nicely detailed mod. I like the framework, if you go for the framework, of course. Nice solid cables on the front there to stop things going through your windscreen, branches and things like that from hitting against it. It's nice. There are no maps today. I was going to say that. Yeah, no maps today. But a double check. You will find this under small tractors. There we go. 120,000 for the base model. Slot count comes down from 25 to 2. So we have got the 415. So you've got your power shift, manual and power shift. Then you've got your continuous variable transmission, the CVT. Both of those 145 horsepower. Then we've got 175 horsepower in both. So those are your 2 horsepower options. We've then got Trelleborg, Michelin, Continental, Matiss, BKT, Vredestein, Nokian, back to Trelleborg. I'm not going to read through all of them. There's 2 or 3 of them that have got narrow options as well, but I will skim through. So under Trelleborg, Michelin, Continental, Matiss, BKT, Vredestein, Nokian, back to Trelleborg. Display, yes or no. That puts another screen inside the cab. We've then got steering wheel, old or new. I think I went new on our one. We've got front fender, yes or no. We've got beacon, left, right, both, sorry. So we've got left, right, both or off. We've then got protection, so that puts that whole grid over it, like that. It was just yes or no on that. Triangle, yes or no on the back, so you can have your triangle on there. You've got front loader attacher. We've got no, quick, power, back to no. We've got main colour, does the bottom section, like that. The design colour does the top section, like that. Actually, I should have gone for that. I do like that. More of a gunmetal. I don't know if that's peach or pink, or it says red, but anyway, doesn't matter. And then we've got interior. We've got a light grey or a darker grey. You've then got door, which does the rear panels, these back panels here. So you can have those grey or white, or black or white. Rim colour, we have got some sort of metallics here. Anything on this palette. There's a whole load to choose from on there. And the license plate option on there too. Hop in, start it up. Horn. Lights. We do have L1, R1. Right stick side to side, opens that door, and up and down opens that door. Listen to the sounds though. Then under R1 and right stick up and down, rear window. Beacons. Interior. I like that. Lovely. There you have it. That's the Steyr Profi 4145 2016 to 2020 by WOLFex Modding. That's it for the mods for Friday the 23rd of February. I hope you found this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do, as always, have a lovely weekend and thanks for watching.